When we look at the ancient hybrids, we see two different groups. One group is from the European mythology. The other group is from ancient Egypt. The Europeans are probably more ancient. What difference do you see between them? The Europeans have animal body and the human head. But the Egyptians are the opposite. They have human body and the animal head. Why are they opposites? And why do we see this complexity if it's all just a fantasy? We can see that the European hybrids were made from animals that are generally larger than a human being. But most of the Egyptian hybrids were made from animals that are smaller than humans. Why is that important? Because it explains how those hybrids came to be. Capri, for example, is a beetle hybrid. That beetle is about the size of a cigarette pack. Can this beetle deliver a baby creature that is bigger than her? Probably not. Therefore, we assume that if it really existed, this hybrid came from the women. Now let's think about the centaur. Can a woman deliver a baby centaur? Probably not. It's just too big. If it really existed, the centaur came from a female horse, not from a woman. Egyptians' hybrids are more problematic, morally and ethically, because their creation include a human pregnancy. With all that said, let's continue to the hybrids of the modern times, the hybrids of Dr. Trott from Plum Island. Dr. Trott was a Nazi scientist. He was recruited to the U.S. Army after WW2. The Nazis also tried to create hybrids. A.N.D. Trott was in charge on the Nazi hybrid project. After the war, he continued to do for the U.S. what he did for Nazi Germany. The book and the film. The Island of Dr. Moreau. Starring Marlon Brando and Val Kilmer, is actually based on what Dr. Trott really did on Plum Island. Trott is no longer alive, but it seems that his research still continues on Plum Island. Two strange creatures were discovered on the nearest coast to Plum Island. The chicken hybrid in 2009 and the pig hybrid in 2006. Isn't it surprising that those two creatures are parallel to the two pandemics of their decade? Chicken flu in 2003 and the pig's flu in 2009. Could it be that those hybrids were created to transfer the epidemics from animals to humans? Moreover, it seems that the chicken hybrid belonged to the historic Egyptian group with a human-size body structure and an animal head. Based on what we concluded earlier about the connection between relative size to pregnancy in hybrids, we can suspect that this hybrid came from a woman. And therefore, the creation of it violates modern ethics conventions, and is in fact a crime against mankind.